Hi everyone, welcome and thank you for returning, and please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and please spread the word. Soon, as in the next few days, you will meet my partners in crime, my cohorts, or otherwise known as my daughter and grandson. They'll be coming on to give their 5 cents worth on a couple of cases. Anyway, today we are going to talk about Sebastian Rogers again, because quite frankly, in my opinion, this is not a Summer Wells case and very solvable, and it blows my socks off that law enforcement has not made any moves yet. I think, that is, if I may make excuses for law enforcement, that they are likely building their case and are likely just missing that one crucial element, that one little detail they need to act and bring a successful charge. Remember, often it is the DA who looks at what law enforcement has and who says, sorry guys, it's not enough, and won't hold up in court. I often bring up the Suzanne Morphew case. I told all and sundry that Barry Morphew was going to walk because the evidence against him was way too flimsy. But everyone was so engrossed in Barry the monster that they made me the villain. And then Barry walked. But we'll talk about Suzanne and Barry Morphew in a separate video. So maybe I am giving TBI and law enforcement too much credit, but I think that is exactly the deal. I think they are waiting or looking for that specific clincher, that one piece of evidence which will prove their case. Are they going to get it? I don't know. In my opinion, and still, Sebastian Rogers did not disappear of his own free will. Nothing has changed to change my mind. However, a lot has happened to strengthen my belief that something happened in that house that night. First and foremost, we all have habits, and we are known by our habits. People in your area may not know your name, but if they see you walking somewhere, they'll go, oh, there is that woman from XYZ road. Or if someone stops at your gate, a neighbor may go, oh, she's not home because her car's not parked in its usual place, or the rubbish bags are not out, or an outside light is on, etc., etc. The exact same habits a criminal would use to stake out your home. But that is also a discussion for another video. Katie Proudfoot, however, also has behaviors and habits, just like anyone else. And the night of Sebastian's disappearance, things were different around the Proudfoot home. Now, I'm not a huge Dolly Vision fan, but when it comes to what I believe and what I don't believe, I much rather believe Dolly, who was boots on the ground right there in Hendersonville, than someone giving commentary from their home and who bases their opinion on their favorite YouTube channel instead of listening to different channels with different points of view. Anyway, according to Dolly Vision, in one of his latest videos, 2 spotlights, which are now clearly visible on the corner of the house, were not there when he was filming from the Proudfoot home. And I went and checked, and that is indeed true. So where did those lights come from? Was there a blackout around the Proudfoot home that night, or are those 2 lights recent installations after Sebastian's disappearance? Now, many people have mentioned that it is strange that Katie works for Brinks, yet they do not have cameras on their home. Well, according to information which I obtained and which I must add is indeed hearsay, I do not have photographs or paperwork to prove it, okay? But my informant tells me that Chris and Katie did have cameras on their home. All they cannot tell me for a fact is when those cameras were removed. We can, however, assume that it was around the time Sebastian disappeared, but our assumption would not be a fact. But perhaps law enforcement can prove that there were indeed cameras. For now, the main question would, however, be not when the cameras were removed, but why. I also saw in Dolly's comments someone said that they asked Chris's daughter and she said that there were indeed cameras. But she is very young and I really do not think she would even have noticed. But, who knows? Kids are smart these days and maybe she heard it from her mother. I'll have to go and check again, but I do think Nina did say that there were cameras on the house. I also saw somewhere that someone said that Katie told them to stop photographing or filming their home and told them that she had them on camera. Okay, so are all these people wrong and delusional? I don't think so. Does it make sense that they had cameras, then didn't, and now have cameras again? Or does it make it look like Sebastian's disappearance was planned? I don't know. You tell me. But let's continue with Katie's habits a little more. We heard from neighbours that the Proudfoot mostly park in the driveway. But on the night of Sebastian's disappearance, Katie said she parked in the garage. Why? Was Katie in the habit of taking Sebastian shopping, bowling, and to a restaurant to be out entertaining Sebastian all day on a Sunday? I keep thinking of Laurie Vallow, who took her children out for a fun day at Yellowstone and ended the day with their favourite takeaway meals. It is like some of these parents go about giving their children their last fun day, their last wishes before killing them. I mean, it is really, really sick to think that way, but it appears to indeed be the case in planned murders, or at least in some of them. But again, that is pure speculation. And when Chris and Katie was asked whether that was something she did regularly, neither of them answered the question. Chris actually filled in the gap with some word salad. Now, I was indeed truly of the opinion that there was either an accident or that Katie lost her temper. But taking all of this relatively new information into consideration, it is indeed starting to look like something was planned. The question then would be why? I have a few ideas, but we'll talk about that next time. For now, do any of you know how many vehicles the Proudfoots have access to or available to them? I know there's the motorhome, then there's Katie's work truck. I think she has a private vehicle from what I heard. And then I think Chris also has an SUV or a truck of some kind. Now, can anyone please help me with that? I just have a certain line of thought and I need to be sure on that. Now, okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from me for now, and I'll see you back here very soon. So please take care of yourselves and each other until the next one. Bye.